Hello and welcome to VOP Business Show. I'm Joy Adesiwa Iromaseli. The Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority has adopted automated procedures for processing airline operator certificates for intending airlines and existing operators after several years of processing them manually. According to a statement signed by the Director General of Civil Aviation, Captain Musa Nuhu, the NCAA had adopted electronic processes for the airline operator certificate acquisition and directed all intended airlines and existing carriers to follow the new procedures. Nuhu stated that the regulatory body had enhanced airline operator certificate operations specifications for all current airline operator certificate holders. The aviation stakeholders have been advocating for the adoption of electronic processing for the airline operator certificate procedure, citing Europe, America, and other parts of the world where manual procedures had been abandoned for automation. Manufacturers have spent at least 7.9 trillion naira to import raw materials in the past 3 years. According to manufacturers, the high raw material imports bill is due to operators' decision to source foreign exchange from the parallel market at high rates following the shortage of foreign exchange at the official market. An analysis of the foreign trade report of the National Bureau of Statistics also showed Nigeria was only able to export raw materials worth 1.8 trillion naira during the period, leaving a balance of trade deficit of 6.1 trillion. A breakdown of the data showed that in the second quarter of 2020, manufacturers imported raw materials worth 570.6 billion naira. The figure increased to 710.2 billion naira in the third quarter of the same year before increasing further to 715.7 billion naira in the fourth quarter. Further breakdown of the data showed that in 2021, raw material imports by manufacturers was 2.9 trillion naira. It slowed to 2.4 trillion naira in 2022, while 555.4 billion naira worth of raw materials was imported in the first quarter of 2023. The major raw materials imported during this time included cane sugar from Brazil, milk preparations from Ireland, mixture of odoriferous substances from Ireland and Swaziland, and lubrication oil from the Netherlands. MAN stated that the increase in local raw materials utilization was due to increased difficulty in sourcing forex, which compelled manufacturers to look more inward for raw materials, notwithstanding the associated huge cost. The National Bureau of Statistics has disclosed in its latest report that the average fare paid for water transport in June 2023 rose to 1,366.22 naira, a 45% rise from 943.26 naira in June 2022. The NBS Transport Fare Watch report noted that there was a 31% increase on a month-on-month basis from 1,045.15 naira in May. It indicated that air travel fares also recorded a slight increase as the average fare paid by air passengers for specified route single journeys rose by 5% from 74,948,000.78 naira in May 2023 to 78,640.54 naira in June 2023. On a year-on-year basis, the fare was up to 40% from 56,082.64 naira in June 2022. For motorcycle transportation, the average fare paid per drop was 618.52 naira in June, indicating a 33% dip compared to the 464.55 naira paid in May. Looking back at June 2022, the fare rose by 48% from 416.97 naira. In another category, the average fare paid by commuters for bus journey intercity per drop rose to 5,686.49 naira in June, indicating an increase in 42.09% on a month-on-month basis compared to 4,000 naira in May. According to the latest data on world rig count and units released by the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, showed Nigeria maintained 14 functional oil production rig in July after recording the same number of rig count in the preceding month of June 2023. OPEC, in its August 2023 monthly oil market report, however, stated that though Nigeria maintained the number of functioning rig across the country, its oil output went southward in July when compared to what was produced in June. In its latest report, OPEC explained that while the average rig count for Nigeria in the fourth quarter of 2022 was 10, the number moved up to 14 in the first quarter of 2023, but dropped to 13 in the second quarter. It said the functional rig in Nigeria increased to 14 in June and remained the same in July 2023, but pointed out that oil output from the country crashed last month. On the plunge in Nigeria's crude oil production, OPEC said information sourced through direct communication with Nigeria indicated that the country's oil output fell from 1.249 million barrels per day in June to 1.081 barrel in July. In a bid to enhance transportation efficiency and address growing concerns over fuel cost, the Ministry of Transportation has announced its plan to procure a fleet of electric vehicles. This move is expected not to only reduce the carbon footprint, but also contribute to the ease of movement for commuters nationwide. The newly sworn-in Minister of Transportation, Said Al-Khali, disclosed this in Abuja yesterday when he resumed duty at the ministry. According to him, with the procurement of these vehicles, there will be a decrease in the cost of transportation, which is presently high because of the elimination of fuel subsidy. The minister further noted that he would rehabilitate the rail transport sector targeted at ensuring secure and efficient operation. Al-Khali went on to say that he would embark on monitoring and evaluating the performance of agencies under it towards the realization of the government's renewed hope mandate, adding that he would provide an enabling work environment for the staff. He, however, warned that he would not tolerate any form of negligence and indiscipline. The exchange rate between the Naira and the US dollar, according to the data released on the FMDQ Security Exchange, the official forex trading portal, showed that the Naira opened at 781.49 Naira per dollar on Tuesday, August the 22nd, and closed at 770.72 Naira per dollar on Tuesday. In a circular, the CBN said all FX windows are now collapsed into the investor and exporter window. And that's all on VOP Business Show on VOP TV. We would like for you to subscribe and engage with us on YouTube. It is Voice of the People TV, and on all the social media channels at VOP TV Live. I'm Joy Adesua Iramaseli. Many thanks for watching.